for those of you who thought, hey, Elon Musk, he's a pretty smart guy. Like, he makes some pretty cool cars, all right? He makes cars that, you know, they go vroom, and they look like a half-loaded asset in a video game that runs on the Xbox 360. All right? Like, that's the kind of thing I want in a vehicle. You know, I've wanted to do that since forever. And guys, remember how we've been talking about how the Cybertruck is like kind of a shit vehicle in a lot of different ways? Like the brake pedals will just fall off while you're driving. Like it can take off your hand if it closes wrong on the like in the trunk or in the window. Like it is a literal death trap. And you might be like, wait a minute, Jack, what do you mean it's a death trap? It's like, oh, there are videos online of people burning to death in these. And, you know, that leads to another question. Just how common is it for people to burn to death in a Tesla Cybertruck? So, somebody actually found that out. Somebody actually went and found that out, and it turns out a lot of people burn to death in Tesla Cybertrucks.
Have some Bezos bucks, Jack.
Simric D, thank you for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate it. Also, Sakatanuki, thank you for the 5 gifted 2
subs.
I bet
Benny plays this with his escapades.
I can't play that right now, but I will after this segment. Yeah, so this is from yesterday. Elon's Cybertrucks are deadlier than the infamous Ford Pintos. And you might be like, holy shit, that's really bad. That's really bad. The Ford Pinto's like one of the most famous cars in the world for just exploding. You know? My partner's parents, by the way, almost got killed in a Ford Pinto because it exploded. Not a joke. Not a joke, by the way. They legitimately almost died. The car caught fire. They had to like jump out, and it exploded like a movie.
The sad thing about these closeted Republicans is in an alternate universe they could have chosen to embrace their identity and been a left-winger.
True, Malin Miller. But guys, you guys aren't gonna believe. Like is this on par with a Pinto? Like they explode just as much, like a little bit more? Guys, those of you who don't know, those of you who haven't seen spoilers, how many times more deadlier do you think the Tesla Cybertruck is compared to a Ford Pinto? Okay, 10? 3 times? 50 times? 2 times? 10 times? 25 times? 300 times? Guys, it is 17 times deadlier than a Ford Pinto. It is 17 times deadlier than a Ford Pinto. The fatality rate of a Ford Pinto is 0.85 per 100,000 units, and that was enough to make it one of the most infamously shitty cars of all time. The Cybertruck has a rate of 14.5 per 100,000.
Found on the road dead cars. She said she'll never get one for us even if it's cheap because of their reputation. She feels the same way about Teslas, too, but no acronym for them.
Oh, well, we gotta get cracking on an acronym, Witch Night Melody. Thank you for the $5 dono. What's a Ford Pinto? A Ford Pinto was a car that Ford made in like the 70s, maybe early 80s, um, that had an infamous gas tank design flaw that led to it like having a rate of like being rear-ended, or a history, or a tendency of getting rear-ended, bursting into flames, and then exploding. That was one of its whole things. Basically, you can't buy a Ford Pinto now because they got rid of all of them because no one would buy the fucking Ford Pinto. So, I guess when you see these things driving around, take some degree of satisfaction in knowing that the assholes who bought them are literally 17 times more likely to die in the previously deadliest car on the market. You know, like I personally feel a little bit better now when I'm gonna see a Cybertruck. All these like CEO, like tech nerds who are like closet fascists, you know, like, okay, you can drive that car that is 17 times more likely to kill you than a Ford Pinto. Have fun with that.
9 months, woohoo.
Chris Huggins, thank you for being a member for 9 months. I appreciate it. Because, like, guys, the frame is made of like solid steel. You can't like get out of the car if it catches on fire. Pluvius, thank you for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate it. God. Yeah. An analysis published Thursday by the auto news website FuelArc found that in their 1 year of existence, the approximately 34,000 Cybertrucks on the road had 5 fire fatalities, giving them a fatality rate of 14.5 per 100,000 units. That's 17 times the fatality rate of Ford Pintos. The authors of the Cybertruck analysis openly acknowledge caveats in their methodology. First off, Tesla, the car's manufacturer and one of Musk's companies, has not confirmed how many Cybertrucks it sold. FuelArc puts its best guess at 34,438, based on a variety of means, including piecing together public reporting. Secondly, the 5 Cybertruck fatalities include one that occurred in Las Vegas last month outside Trump International Hotel when an army soldier fatally shot himself before the car, packed with fireworks, exploded. Musk claimed in a post on X that the explosion was unrelated to the vehicle itself. Thus, the FuelArc analysis acknowledges that this fatality is controversial, since the driver's cause of death was reportedly a self-inflicted gunshot wound and the burns occurred after his death, which, holy shit, that's a spicy meatball. The other Cybertruck fatalities included in the analysis were the ones that took place in December in Piedmont, California, which killed 3 college students and left 1 injured, and in Texas last August, which reportedly, at least initially, left the victim unidentifiable due to severe burns. Texas Department of Public Safety did not immediately respond to an email Sunday seeking updated information on the victim's identity. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration previously said it was seeking information from Tesla in both instances. Spokesperson for the agency did not immediately respond to questions on Sunday. A spokesperson for Tesla did not immediately respond to questions, which is crazy. The point of comparison in the analysis, though, the Ford Pinto fatalities, is a strong and telling one. In a classic Mother Jones cover story from 1977, reporter Mark Dowie spent 6 months investigating the deadly Ford Pintos and found that the company rushed to create and distribute the cars to beat the competition, despite the fact that the testing showed that the Pinto was unsafe as designed due to the flawed placement of the gas tank. So, you know, when Mother Jones is literally saying, like, yeah, this parallels our investigation into Ford Pintos from 1977, that's pretty damning. Oh, there are other here's how they close the article. There are other reasons beyond the latest analysis to be skeptical of the car's safety, though. Reportedly not been crash tested by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration or the nonprofit Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, nor has Tesla released its own safety data on the Cybertruck. Wait, really? I did not know that. That is insane, dog. Why? You could not pay me to get in one of these things. Holy shit. How? I'm sorry. Did we not all grow up watching the crash test dummy, like, testing? How was anyone suckered into buying one of these death traps? Cybertrucks aren't legal in a bunch of countries because there's no safety data? That's insane. How is that legal? Excellent question. You know, Dylan, he's probably trying to dismantle any kind of government agency that might declare it illegal. You know, just throwing that out there. Maybe might be why he took aim at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Interesting. Experts have also said its sharp stainless steel design could hurt pedestrians and cyclists and increase the potential for damaging other cars on the road. Musk bragged around the time of its release that it would be much safer per mile than other trucks, but his claims of superiority were quickly disproven given the Tesla recalled the truck 7 times last year alone? They recalled it 7 times? Jesus Christ! An astonishingly high amount, including once over a trapped accelerator pedal that could increase the risk of a crash, estimated to affect more than 3,800 units, according to NHTSA. And that's 3,800 units. That's almost 10% of the cars they made. Holy shit. Like, I knew these cars were bad. I did not know they were this bad. And my opinion was already extraordinarily low. My God. Yeah, no wonder Elon wants to coup the US government. Like, second people do an in-depth investigation on this one, like he's going straight to jail.